You are alive. That is the good news. You survive the freezer. You beat the night. But as the sun hits your face, piercing through the cracks of your debris hut, you realize the bad news. The cold tried to kill you yesterday. Today it is the hunger and the thirst that want to finish the job. Your mouth tastes like sandpaper. Your tongue feels too big for your mouth. A dull headache pulses behind your eyes. The first warning shot of dehydration. In the wilderness, the rule of threes is the only law that matters. You can survive 3 minutes without air. You can survive 3 hours without shelter in extreme conditions. But you only have 3 days without water. You are already 12 hours in. The clock is ticking louder than your heartbeat. Look at your hands. Look at them. Soft, pink, computer hands. These are the hands of a consumer, not a creator. In the modern world, you buy meat wrapped in plastic. You drink water from a tap that never runs dry. You have forgotten what it costs to stay alive. In this world, those hands are useless. You cannot tear hide with fingernails. You cannot cut wood with skin. If you try to fight nature with nothing but these soft hands, nature will break you. We made a promise. We said today we make tools. Today we hunt. To do that, we must travel back in time. We must rediscover the technology that allowed our ancestors to conquer the planet. Beginners think a tool is a knife you buy at a store with a rubber handle and a steel blade. They are wrong. A tool is anything harder than your flesh. A tool is leverage. Step 1 is finding the material. Walk to the riverbed, scan the ground. You are not looking for just any rock. Do not pick up the smooth, round stones. The river has already stolen their edges. Round rocks are for children to skip across the water. You need glass. You are looking for quartz, chert, flint, obsidian. You are looking for stones that sing when you hit them. Pick up a rock and tap it against another. If it makes a dull thud, throw it away. It is limestone or sandstone. It will crumble to dust in your hand. You want a high-pitched clink. That sound means density. That sound means structure. This is the secret of the Stone Age. It is called the conchoidal fracture. It is a fancy word for a simple truth. Nature breaks in jagged lines, but glass breaks in curves. When you strike these silica-rich rocks, they don't crumble like a cookie. They shear. They create a shockwave that travels through the stone and pops off a flake. That flake is sharper than a surgeon's scalpel. It is sharper than any razor blade a factory can produce because it edges down to a single molecule. Find a heavy round hammer stone for your dominant hand. Find your core stone for the other. This is not about brute force. It is about physics. Strike the edge of the core at a 45-degree angle. Strike it hard. Don't be gentle. You are forcing the stone to submit. Smack. A flake flies off. Pick it up. Careful. It will slice your finger before you even feel it. Look at the edge. That terrifyingly sharp line is your first invention. It is the great equalizer. This sharp flake separates you from the animals. With this, you can shape wood. With this, you can process meat. With this, you can shape the world. But a knife is short range. To hunt, you need reach. If you try to grab a squirrel or a rabbit with your bare hands, you will starve. You are too slow, you are too loud, and they have been practicing evasion for millions of years. You need to extend your arm. You need a spear. Walk to the tree line. You are looking for a sapling, a young tree. It needs to be straight, about the thickness of your thumb, and roughly as tall as you are. Do not choose dead wood found on the ground. It is brittle and will snap when you thrust it. Do not choose green wood that is too young. It will bend like rubber. You need the balance. Once you find it, use your stone flake. Saw through the base. This is not like a movie. One cut will not drop the tree. You have to work for it. Sawing, snapping, bending. The fibers will resist you. Your hands will blister. Your back will ache. This struggle, this sawing motion, burn this into your muscle memory. This is the price of survival. Calories in, calories out. Once the staff is free, strip the bark. All of it. Bark holds moisture and moisture rots wood. It also hides imperfections. Smooth the shaft with your stone flake so it glides through your hand. Now, the business end. You must whittle it to a point. Beginners make a mistake here. They sharpen it like a pencil, needle thin. That is failure. A needle tip will break the moment it hits a bone or a rock. You want a tapered point, robust, strong. You want shoulders on the spear tip that can push through muscle and separate tissue. This isn't just a stick anymore. This is the separation of powers. You have your home. You have your weapon. Now, nature owes you a meal, but having a weapon does not make you a hunter. Patience makes you a hunter. You enter the woods. Stop stomping. Civilized humans walk like elephants, crashing their heels into the ground. In the woods, sound travels faster than you do. A deer can hear a twig snap from 100 yards away. You need to learn the fox walk. Slow down, lift your knee high. Place the outside ball of your foot down first. Roll your weight to the inside. Feel the ground through your boot. Is there a stick, a dry leaf? If you feel it, don't commit your weight. Lift and reposition. You must flow through the forest like smoke. Shh. Stop. Do you hear that? The rustle of dry leaves. The rhythm is different. Wind is constant. Animals start and stop. Look with your peripheral vision. Predatory animals look forward. Prey animals look sideways. To see movement, you must soften your gaze. There, the target. A rabbit freezing near a bush. Your brain screams at you to throw, to run, to attack. The adrenaline dumps into your blood. Your heart hammers against your ribs like a trapped bird. Suppress that instinct. That instinct is panic, and panic misses. If you throw now, you miss. If you run, it vanishes. You are a statue. You are a ghost. You must wait until you can see the black of its eye. You must close the distance until success is mathematically guaranteed. Hunger makes you impatient. Impatience makes you empty-handed. Inch forward. Wait for the animal to look away or put its head down to eat. Only move when it is distracted. The window of opportunity opens for 1 second. Raise the spear slowly. Aim low. The animal will drop to run the moment it hears the air move. If you aim for the body, you will throw over its head. Aim for the earth beneath it. Lunging forward, thrust. The impact jars your arm. Das kicks up. Chaos, don't hesitate, get on it. Secure the meal. It is done. The silence rushes back into the forest. You are breathing heavy, adrenaline crashing, hands shaking. You have taken a life to sustain your own. Do not celebrate, respect it. This is the ancient contract. Life feeds on life. You walk back to camp feeling like a king. You have conquered the cold. You have conquered the hunger. You carry the prize back to your debris hut as the sun begins to set, casting long orange shadows across the wasteland. But as you sit down to eat, the victory turns to ash in your mouth. You realize the mistake. You look at the raw meat. You look at the dark, cold fire pit. You have food, but you cannot eat it. Raw wild game carries parasites, tularemia, bacteria, tapeworms, illnesses that will turn your insides to liquid and kill you faster than starvation ever could. You look at your water container. It is the same story. Giardia, Cryptosporidium, invisible monsters waiting to destroy you. You have the fuel, you have the food, you have the water, but you lack the spark. You are surrounded by resources, yet you are dying. Without fire, this meat is just a paperweight. Without fire, that water is poison. The tools got you halfway there, but they cannot cross the finish line. Tonight you go to bed hungry again, listening to the stomach growl, holding a meal you cannot touch. It is a cruel joke. But survival is not fair. Survival is a test. Tonight we suffer. But tomorrow we steal fire from the gods. Tomorrow we burn.